follow-up question is on the GSD list. When are you adding to it? Are you saving some of the things, you know, for the end of the night where you kind of, before you go to bed, you add to it, or is it kind of throughout the day you add to it? And the reason I'm asking is because there might be some danger of, you know, maybe you're doing your GSD list for today, but then you're like, well, I can't get to this one, so I'll just add it to the next day, tomorrow. And then you kind of keep pushing things. Like, how do you do that?
There are some times that if something is on my get shit done list today, I don't get to it because the reality of life is something happens, right? Maybe one of my kids are sick and I have to tend to them, or something's happening at HQ and I have to deal with that. And so this last and final thing on my GSD list I didn't do, I'll push it to the next day. All good. I don't intentionally push things down the road because that's what losers do. I don't push things down the road. And so my GSD list is set up where throughout the day, as things come up, like I need to do things tomorrow, I'll text it to myself. So I'll text it to myself. And then at the end of the day, I'll take all the things that I needed to do, add it to my notes section of my iPhone in order of hardest to easiest. And I learned this from Craig Ballantyne, do the hard things first. And I think Brian Tracy talks about it. He says, eat the frog first. Like, do the hardest thing on your list first. Otherwise, if you have easy things and then a hard thing, you're going to avoid doing all the easy things just so you don't get to the hard thing. So do the hard thing first. At the end of the night, I'll still do a brain dump if there's another thing or two that I need to add to the GSD list, but I make sure it's no more than 4 or 5 things. Like if you're adding 20 things to your get shit done list, that means you're not delegating enough to your team, right?